Stephen, dramatic night here at Drogheda. How does it feel?
Yeah, it obviously feels good to go through on penalties. I thought it was a good cup tie, to be fair. I thought we were good first half, they were good second. And then in extra time we took control again without really creating anything. And then obviously the penalties had a bit of everything. So I thought it was a really good cup tie.
Ed McGinty, the hero of the night. What do you say to him when you go back into the dressing room there?
And we knew when we came in before the penalties, we said to each other, Ed will save a few. He's such a presence in there. He makes big saves at big moments, and we knew he'd save a couple.
Obviously, coming up to Drogheda, it's going to be a tough fixture. What did you say to your midfield ahead of going to this game? Because I thought for majority of the 90, especially Graham Burke, Dylan Watts, Dana Mandrew, Matt Healy especially, had a brilliant showing. What do you say to them when they're going up against a side who are probably going to sit in and counter you?
Yeah, look, I can't tell you how obviously what we worked on, but it was they were very good. They controlled the game, and they seen the spaces. We got a little bit sloppy at times in the second half, but in the main, they were excellent. They controlled the game. You have to control the game against Drogheda because they're such a physical team and they're very good at what they do. And I thought the midfield did that really well.
Shamrock Rovers have only won one FA Cup since 1987. We obviously won the most of 25. It's 100 years since the first ever time Shamrock Rovers won the FA Cup. Is that the aim for this season? Try win a cup double?
Yeah, it is. It has to be our aim. We're in a good position in the league. We're now in the semi-final. Our aim has to be to go and try to do the double and get out of the league phase in Europe. That's what we spoke about in pre-season, and it's achievable. We can do it. We just need to stay focused.
Just maybe aside from tonight, we saw obviously one of your star players, Josh Honham, was called from the Ireland squad the other night. A lot of criticism around the Ireland midfield kind of in the last couple of weeks and especially in the last couple of months. When you see performances tonight from the likes of Matt Healy, the likes of Dylan Watts, what do they have to do to make a stake for their place in that potential Ireland team?
I'm not sure. I'm the wrong man to be asking. I know what they do for me on a regular basis. I know what they do in Europe against really high-level opposition. I know the level they are. It's not my job to decide who's in Ireland squads and who's not. But I know the level of player that we have here, and they're obviously a really, really high level of player. And they just need to stay focused and keep working hard.
Kev, a night of highest of highs and then cruelly the lowest of lows. Sum that one up for us.
Yeah, it was a bit. Look, I'm sure it was good entertainment, but not that I feel that's important now. Disappointed because we're out of the cup, but look, very proud of how, like I've said it every chance I get, Shamrock Rovers are by a million miles the best team in the league, and we apparently gave them a scare and put it up to them tonight, and shows you how far we've come as a team, as a club, that they're obviously going off celebrating, and rightly so. They deserve to win the semi-final cup, and it was a really big win for them and win the semi-finals cup.
We saw the first 50 minutes you saw you get a good foothold on the game. Rovers kind of grew into it. Graham Burke, Dana Mandrew getting a hold on the ball. How tough is it to stop when they've got players with such quality in that player?
It is, and we did stop them. And just the one moment that we switched off, which was against Rovers in particular, is the main thing is trying to plug holes and just don't let them. And the one time, now Ryan slipped as well, to be fair. But when you do, maybe give them an inch, they'll take a mile and they'll score a goal. Generally, as I said, they're an excellent team, but I thought we were so good. It's very difficult to take because we're a penalty kick away from, like, we had the chance with one kick to win it. But look, these things happen. That was a decent penalty from Darren, to be fair. And McGinty, like Luke Dennison in the last round, and to be fair, he made a good save tonight. These things happen. I said it to the lads in there. I said World Cup finals have been won on penalty shootouts. It's just the way it goes. And we've a really, really good record in the cup. We were in the quarter final the year before. We obviously won it last year. But look, we won't be winning it this year. But we'll be probably, being honest, hoping that Rovers do.
One of the heroes of last season's cup final, Andy Quinn. I mean, what a goal. What a finish.
Yeah,
what was going through your head when that goes in the back
honestly,
of the net?
it was kind of calm because I thought we'd get another chance, and I was disappointed because we had a couple of set pieces that we could have been a bit better with and maybe put it out of play at one stage. But you just have to keep going, and that's why, because I don't know if you've seen it or you can see it, but Luke Dennison was going to take it quick, and I said, just take your time, do it properly, stick to the plan, and look, it worked. And Andy, and to be fair, our centre-halves have scored some big goals for us this year, and it probably, look, they're great finishes, and I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. Our centre halves are better finishers nearly, but it just shows you stick to the plan, keep going. It can work, and I thought we really did that. And probably in extra time, it was probably a bit end to end maybe, and lads' bodies were tired and sore on both teams. But no, I have to say, I couldn't be prouder of the lads. It's absolutely, we're actually sick, particularly with us being cup holders, to go out like that way. But look, these things happen.
Obviously, you had the disappointment of not being able to play in European competition this season because of the cup. Is that the aim now for our season? Push on and get in those European spots and give the players what they missed out on last season?
Well, look, as I said, we have done it. We qualified last year, but weren't allowed to play. But no, look, we have to be honest, and we'll get over tonight. It'll take a little weekend maybe to get over tonight, because we've been so good this year. As I said, they're just going toe to toe with the best team in the country. Genuinely nobody outside of here. But I knew we'd progress, but we've probably taken a step further quicker than what we probably should. But you would like to, as with the position they're in. I mean, we've the same points as Shells and Pats with 7 games to go. And if you knew everyone knows what the likes of Shells and Pats are putting into it, shows you what our lads are doing and how we're progressing. We have a long way to go, and I want to progress. I want to get better every year, and I want things to gradually increase and get better every year. So we would like to, as I said, we'll get over the weekend and then we'll put our focus into we have a Friday, Monday, Friday, but we'll put all of our Sligo on Friday, so we'll look forward to that.
Kevin, unlucky tonight.
Thank you. Cheers.